The lights are off. You're lying on your side, eyes closed, trying to fall asleep, and before you know it, you're already somewhere else. Someone you like is finally looking at you the way you've wanted them to, or you're standing in front of a room saying the thing you never got to say, and everyone actually gets it this time. The scene keeps going, and it's a good one. You're not arguing with anyone, you're not in danger, nobody's hurt. It's just you, finally getting the moment you didn't get today. You didn't choose to start it, it just started. If this happens to you almost every night, you're not the only one, and there's nothing wrong with you for doing it. This is what's actually happening when people imagine fake scenarios before sleep, and there's a real reason your mind does it. During the day, your mind rarely gets the space for this. There's a phone buzzing, a conversation to finish, somewhere to be. Maybe someone sent you a short message earlier and you didn't get to answer it the way you wanted to, or a conversation ended before you got to the part that actually mattered. Small, unfinished things, easy to forget about while you're busy. But the moment you lie down and the room goes quiet, something shifts. The outside world gets quiet. Your inner world gets louder, and everything you pushed aside during the day finally has space to show up. That's not random. Your brain is built to run simulations of conversations that haven't happened, decisions you haven't made yet, moments that might never come. It's the same system that has you drafting a text 5 different ways in your head before you've even picked up your phone to send it. Most of the day, that system runs quietly in the background, underneath whatever you're actually doing. At night, with nothing left to compete with it, it takes over the whole show. And it usually tells one of a few stories, and most people find themselves in more than one of them. Sometimes it's connection, someone finally choosing you, understanding you, staying, looking at you the way you've wanted someone to look at you for a while. Sometimes it's recognition. You did the thing everyone doubted, and people noticed, and it mattered, and for once you didn't have to explain why it was a big deal. And sometimes it's simply being understood. You say the thing exactly right, and for once, nobody gets it wrong. Nobody needs it repeated. None of these are random either. They tend to circle back to whatever your day didn't give you enough of. Notice what they have in common, though. In every version, you're in control. You can rewind the scene, change the line, make the other person react exactly the way you needed them to. Real conversations don't let you do that. People interrupt, misread you, respond the wrong way, and you don't get a second take. So your mind builds you one. Here's the part worth sitting with. The scenario itself usually isn't the point. The emotion underneath it is. Keep imagining someone finally choosing you, and what you're actually after is probably simpler than the scene itself, just wanting to feel wanted. Same with the version where people are finally impressed by what you did. That one's rarely about the applause. It's about your effort finally counting for something. And the conversation you keep rewriting until it lands right, that's usually just a want to be understood somewhere by someone without having to explain yourself twice. Most of the time, this is harmless, even useful. It's your mind quietly finishing something the day left open, the way you'd close a tab you forgot was still running. But it can start to cost you something too. If the version in your head starts feeling better than the real conversation you could actually go have, or if you wake up more tired than when you lay down because your mind never really clocked out, that's worth noticing. Not because you did something wrong, just because the tool that was supposed to help you rehearse started running the show instead. You don't have to shut it down. Just ask yourself in the middle of it, what is this trying to give me right now? Connection, recognition? The feeling of finally being heard, naming it usually does more than fighting it ever does. None of this makes you strange, and it doesn't mean you're avoiding your life. It probably just means that somewhere in your day, a feeling didn't get finished. So your mind, in the quiet right before sleep, built it a small stage of its own just to let it play out once. If this one felt familiar, you're probably not the only person watching who needed to hear it tonight. Send it to someone who lies awake the same way. A like helps this reach the next person lying there, wondering the same thing. And if you want more of these, subscribe to the Mind Made Simple. We put out simple psychology videos like this every week.